One area of my research is concerned with biological rhythms or circadian rhythms. So the human body is following a 24-hour biological rhythm that determines, for example, sleep-wake patterns, when we fall asleep in the evening, when we wake up in the morning, but also when we are highly attentive throughout the day and when we have our cognitive performance peaks. The interesting aspect about these rhythms is that people differ in terms of the timing of these rhythms. So some people are morning types, we call this a chronotype, a morning type. Other types are evening types, they have their cognitive peak in the evening. Some people are intermediate types. So there is a lot of diversity in terms of when people have their performance peak throughout the day. So there's diversity in terms of chronotypes. So in our research we have looked in particular in how differences in chronotypes affect performance of employees in teams, because in organizational settings many people work in teams. And the question here is it better if all employees within the team are having a joint performance peak, so they are all of the same chronotype, or is it better if they have different peaks throughout the day? And we propose that this depends on the type of task the team is performing. So we argue, for example, that if a team performs a complex task, such as brainstorming an innovative solution to a complicated problem, you need to have a group of people which are highly capable and who are at peak performance at the same time, so that they can come up with a joint solution. Now there are other tasks which we call sustained attention tasks, and these are tasks which are running over a prolonged period of time, but then at some point there's a critical incident, and the earlier you detect that incident, you can do something about this. And for these types of tasks, you don't need a team of people being at peak performance at the same time, but rather you want to have people whose peaks are distributed throughout time, so that there's always somebody who is attentive and who can detect these critical incidents and then alert the others to do something about this. For example, nuclear power plant operations, police surveillance, nursing. There are many jobs in which sustained attention is important, and for these types of tasks you want to have heterogeneity, teams with different chronotypes, so that there's always somebody at peak performance throughout the day.